And then I go live on Facebook. Let's see.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna name it.
Gotta get it together.
All right, I see everybody was liking my post. Come on now, we live now on Facebook. I just gotta do a couple things. You guys tune in. You do not want to miss this. You see the title, How to Get the Bag Legally. Okay, that's what we do.
Yes, sir.
And
Period.
okay, edit post. Let's see. Yeah, I think Facebook done caught on. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna edit. Let me see. Okay. Sunshine Jones. I got
Okay.
my sis up in here, you guys. Come on now. Get ready for some gems, you guys. What's our Facebook Kingdom?
Um,
What is our Facebook group?
Esther Arise.
Esther Rise. EA, wait a minute. EAS.
ESTHER.
That may not be
Let me see.
let me see. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tag. Let's see. I can tag to groups, right?
Yeah, let me see.
Let
I'm
me
going to your
see.
page.
Esther Arise. Okay, well, I'm gonna tag you and it's gonna go straight to your page. And then just bear with us, y'all. Just bear with me. I'm getting this together. Facebook, I think, done caught on to what I'm doing, unless they done changed the stuff on how we, go live now. But let's see, edit post. Can you see it on your page, sis?
Yep, I just
Getting this
accept.
together, okay.
Oh, there you go.
Let's see,
Let me get the ladies.
all right, and let me just check. You guys get ready to, you guys really want to hear this because we actually, my sis, Sunshine Jones is really doing it. Okay, yeah, I see it. Okay, on your page. All right. Let's go ahead and get this started and recording. Thank you, sis, for joining us join me tonight.
Yes.
I'm so excited to have you. And you guys, let me just kind of give you a little history. I always tell you guys, man, stop using Facebook as a place to put your personal problems and all that mess. Get on here and network, right? I never met this queen in person, but we became so close and joined her business, and everything. And I'm about to get that credit in the box. I got my third real estate deal just went in escrow today. So
Look
I
at
got
that.
3 deals. I got 3 deals in escrow. So I need more listings now. So
I've been seeing you. Listen,
yes,
I'll be shouting when I see it, That's what
yes.
it's about.
Thank you. And you know what? What's so crazy is you get love from people that's not even related to you, that don't even really have met personally. You show me so much love, sis, and I just want to thank you. Every time I post and stuff, you're right there, and I just appreciate you. And I was going to say that, right now, give you your flowers and stuff.
Oh,
So,
that's what
so
it's about. Kingdom.
yes, kingdom. So, before we get started with the gems and stuff, let people know, like, your name is Sunshine Jones and stuff. Where do you live? How did you get started in the networking, business, the
Yes.
boss business, the bag business, and all that
The
stuff?
bag. Listen, I've always been a game changer everywhere I go, and I am Sunshine Jones. I am from Long Beach, California, from the east side of the LBC. Okay.
Oh, that's I really did
Okay.
I know that? Okay,
I
good.
don't know. I don't think so. I went to Long Beach Poly. I graduated 1995 and everything, but I've always been an entrepreneur. Even in 95, 94, we was giving house parties and like parties at Shakey's in Lakewood, and we was collecting money at the door. Like we was some hustlers from way back when. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I've always been about, change and also putting myself in position to have greater. And
oh,
just because you from the east side don't mean you gotta be east side. You see what I'm saying? You
yeah.
can always, I lived that life, but I was like always as a child, I said, I'm not gonna live like this when I grow up. You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
always seen greater, and so I just attach myself to people that see greater. And it's amazing how you said, and I was just thinking about that. I said, people that don't even know us will celebrate us versus the people that know us, they won't celebrate us, and that's fine, because that's what they said. Jesus, he had to go heal people, in foreign places because people that's too close to us, they just don't want it,
Yeah,
you
they don't
know.
share a post or anything. I be like, dang, you
And
know.
you know what? Sharing is caring, and we know that. But God gave me a revelation. He said, if you take care of my people, I'm gonna take care of you. So I don't know what you have need of. So we gotta feed, we gotta be a blessing. So if I share your post and somebody end up buying some land from you, or, some real estate from you, to God be the glory. That's kingdom work.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't take from me. That adds. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? And that's why I was nosy. I said, well, when am I coming out? I just was bold, because I didn't used to be bold.
Yeah.
I used to be so shy. And I'm like, I don't want to go live, but when we get out of ourselves
Mm-hmm.
and we do kingdom and we serve, then it's not about us.
Right. You know what? God tells me that all the time. It's not about you. That's what he tells me. When I don't feel like posting and stuff, he be like, it ain't about you.
They
And
need
I
to
said,
see it. They need to see it. You have an anointing to get people in homes.
mm-hmm.
How do they know you're going to get them in a home? You have to post it.
Yeah.
You see what
But
I'm
even
saying?
the
And then
positive stuff that I post in the mornings and stuff, the scriptures and the positive, that's how I start off my mornings and everything. And sometimes I don't feel like doing it. I got, stuff
Mhm.
going on and I was like, Lord, I just really don't feel like doing it. But he'd be like, it ain't about you and stuff.
Exactly.
So do you still live in Long Beach?
No, I moved outskirts. I'm in basically Riverside,
Okay, so
out here.
I
But
I thought I didn't know you lived in California. I always thought you lived out of state. Okay.
I'm in
Oh,
Cali.
oh,
Yeah, I cannot leave. I tried to leave California, and I'm like, I need to be where the water at. Okay, I moved to Georgia, and I was like, nah, I can't do Georgia. You see what I'm saying?
well, I grew up in Seaside by Monterey. So I miss I'm up here in Hot Sack and I miss it all the time. So let's get to what my other business partner, Sharice Ford, is on here. She's a boss lady too. So, shout out,
Yes. Hey,
Sharice, thank you
Cherie.
sis for joining in and I'll send you the recording, I promise you. So, we got part of this, this business to helping people and everything. And I
Mhm.
just love your posts, and sometimes I copy your posts and everything. I'm really
It's
gonna start
fine.
copying lately. Yeah, I know. I'm just like my sister don't care. She,
No, I
because
don't care. Uh-uh.
you get such great, ideas, and you are trying to help people. Let's start with the first one. What people really want to know: how what is the thing about buying land for under $1,000?
See, that's the hidden secret that they didn't want us to know. So it's in the land banking space. So basically, you have to tap into your county, your local county. Is usually out of the states. California has not that many opportunities for us here, but you got Alabama, Atlanta, Tennessee. Um, Arkansas. I mean, the list goes on. I have a group for everybody that purchased the land banking list and they've been buying land. Oh, Detroit, Michigan, And these houses, some of them are abandoned. Some of them still have equity on there. So you can be able to get this land and flip it. That's the amazing thing. Sometimes it's like $30,000 in there and you bought it for $700, $1,300, and you go and flip it to 30,000. That's where the bag is.
Right.
Flipping.
So you're saying that you could, but some of the land actually has some property on it. And you're just
Yep.
buying the land, but the property happens to be on it. So you get
Yes,
possession of the
ma'am.
property.
You can
Wow.
keep the house. It's yours. You don't have to bid on it. Land banking is basically people that have lost their land. And so the government can't buy it because they have it already. So they have it for low. Low. You'll be surprised. We seen some land for $50. We was just like, I mean, it wasn't like a lot of land, but it was enough. You could put some farm stuff. You could put some tomatoes, and you could grow a little farm over there. So we was like, wow, well, it's so much information that we want to spread it out to people that don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And what I was so shocked about, when I got the land banking, there's all the websites, that
Yes,
they give you, and
yes,
but you have to take time. You have to really, really do the work
yeah.
and
You
stuff.
got to
But
study it.
people are not, some don't know about the websites, or they're not tapping into the websites and stuff.
Hmm.
What success have you had, or any of your other business partners had with
Oh
the land?
man, listen. We can ready to go get some land in Ghana. It's so big. We finna be up out of here. It's that big. Like we get ready to touch Ghana. Okay, and this is a blessing. The more we share, the more God brings His daughters in our space, and Ghana is next. Like that's how big it is. So Tennessee, my business partner Tiffany, she's probably on here. Hopefully,
Mhm.
hopefully, sis Tiffany's on here. Where my girls at? Drop some fire in the chat if y'all here. Where y'all at? Tiffany, man, running that
Tiffany
bag
should have
up.
jumped on
So
the call, but go ahead.
she can come on. So I told them, boss women, just making it happen. Seeing your other sisters win. Seeing another sister win, it feels like you're still winning because you are.
Mhm.
So sis got her some property in Tennessee. She's getting ready to go sign the deal. She has to fly and sign, but I believe it was $1,800. Don't let me have there $1,300, $1,800 for some land. And I'm gonna see if she can come on because she can come on and share. She
Yeah,
ran that
send her the
credit.
Zoom link. You can send her the Zoom link.
Yeah, let me see if she can get on because she can share her testimony better than I can because I'll
Yeah.
be like, girl. So we all push each other to the top nonstop. Let me tell her to come on. And that's what it's about, sisterhood.
Yeah, Sharice, I'll send you the information and stuff. Most definitely. So let me ask you this, I'm pretty sure a lot of people may have this question. So if you get the land for that low, sometimes you hear about stories about owners being able to take their land back.
Oh no, this is rightfully bought. So when she goes to sign, basically you have to put it in the newspaper. So it goes through, certain sectors. It's been taking about 6 months for this land that she has. They're getting on now. Tiffany, she gonna be able to tell you. Yeah,
Okay.
so it's been about a 6 month process, but it's gonna be free and clear. Once she puts it in the newspaper, she's gonna be able to go sign her documents and get her key. You know what I mean? It's on a
Mhm.
different level, something that's been hidden for so long. And I'm so glad that we found it because prior to this, I'm like, we from California, so of course we want $1 million house. Well, now they probably 10 million. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Right? Why
Right.
would we go spend all our hard-earned money on a $10 million house when we can go get us some land and
Mhm.
build on it?
Right.
Because we got the blueprint to build your personal credit up. We got the blueprint to build your business credit. We got the blueprint on everything. So we
Mhm.
are not going to get no house for no $1 million. Okay, no, ma'am. Mm-mm.
Now, what this investor told me, he's like, he heard people getting land and putting mobile homes on there, and renting them out to sex offenders because it's hard for sex offenders to find places to live because nobody wants to, rent to
That's
them.
what my other sister do. Let me Sister Summer, she has a ministry and she helps sex offenders. So she's in the land banking business with us.
Mhm.
And she wants to rent to them. So that's our ultimate goal is to let me get back on here my face. Our ultimate goal is to get this land and put tiny houses on there. We have so many ideas, you know, it's so much. It's so much.
So why
Time.
I know people are probably asking, why is the land so cheap? Why are we able to get it? Do we have to put a deposit down? Do you have to, what are the steps? Like once you go through the websites and everything, you still got to put a deposit down.
The
And
application was about less than $100, $89. Tiffany is on her way.
Tiffany right here, right?
Yeah, that's Team Diamond. She's our sister Summer. She's gonna get the land for the sex offenders and put mobile homes and tiny houses. That's one of our sisters right there that's been working diligently with the Prison Wife
Yeah.
Ministry.
Can you show your face,
Hello,
sis, or
sister.
no?
Yes.
I can. I'm really tired, but hold on, let me turn my camera
Yeah,
on.
she's live. So she helps with the sex offenders and stuff. So I was telling her about you. We're live, and she's a realtor. She's gonna help everybody get in their homes, but she also has the land banking list. So she just wanted to know. She heard about people getting the land and putting mobile homes on there and getting the sex offenders. Said those are the most forgotten. You see, and I
Mhm.
told her sister Summer, that's her field right there.
So
That's
Mhm.
her land.
you have actually, everybody in Facebook land is, wondering, so you actually got some land and you closed on
No,
it.
that's Tiffany. That's Tiffany.
Oh,
Tiffany has closed in Tennessee.
okay.
Let me see if she's
Is
on.
that
Not yet.
Tiffany? That's
Tyann is on. Tyann is our other
okay.
sister. We're
Okay, that's
building.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
She's coming on.
okay, sis Team Diamond, have you done it yet? Like got the land or anything?
No, so we look for land, and so it's really hard for sex offenders. There are certain guidelines, there are certain rules, there are some protocols. Just can't put housing anywhere. So
Mhm.
you have to really like look, and it's a process. There's a lot that comes with it, but it can be done. And so, that's what I work on every single day is trying to make sure they have housing and places to lay their heads because it's very hard for them. They can't be within schools. They can't
Mhm.
be near churches. So it's a lot of work that comes with it.
Okay, okay. Yeah. And Tyann, have you done any how's it been going with you with regarding we're talking about the land right now, the land banking, buying land. Have you done any?
No, no. So I haven't. I'm just like with the connected with Tiffany. We all did a group together in the beginning, so we all came together to purchase
Mm-hmm.
some land, but we haven't
Mm-hmm.
like went
She
to
was saying the down payment. I told her there's not a big down payment. I think it was about $89. Everybody put
Mhm.
$15 in or something like that. It's that cheap.
Yeah.
It's that cheap.
So Tyann, you guys hadn't found a piece of land yet or
No, we found land. We've already purchased the land.
oh,
In
okay, so how
Tennessee.
much did you get the land for?
It was how much would it
It's
all?
like 1,800. So by
Mhm.
we have to split it three ways. So it's
So
not gonna be as much.
okay, so you got the land. So are you guys gonna flip it or what you guys gonna because people can flip that land actually, right?
Yeah.
1,800 and sell it for
Yeah. So we're following the guidance of Holy Spirit, and we're purchasing the land that we're purchasing for is to start to develop communities and to develop places to get agriculture land, to get to go ahead and start farming on different lands in different areas. It's not in one of the states that we live in, so neither one of us live in that state. but we're just trying to see, we know we need safe haven houses for women in domestic violence. We need crisis houses for children, those who are coming off of detox and off of drugs, alcohol, and things like that. So we are, we have actually, we got to get together to get into the cities to talk to the city commissioners, the councilors, the mayors, and things like that, to let them know, our vision and our plan. So we're just praying for direction on what we are going to do. We have to research all of the different things in that area, what's needed in that
Yes.
state. That's why God allowed us to be able to, that's our first piece of land in another state that we never lived in. So it's taking a little more time. We're praying for a connection there, that God will put someone in place, and it's only a matter of time, that knows the area, that it lives in that state, that know how to, maneuver around and go to different individuals to get the things that we need. But we're all trying to get in position to start presenting, to go in with the plan in our hand, to talk and get a chance to really bring the vision to the underserved communities, to those who need those, need places to stay, or so it's gonna, we have a plan for it to grow. We're gonna take, it's not for us, so it's for others, it's for those who need it.
So, the people watching, they want to, we talk about the land banking list and everything. So, Tiffany, you could chime in if you want. So, from the time from getting that list and finding the land, how long was it and how difficult was it? Before you guys actually was able to buy. Was it a difficult process? Did you have to go through all those websites that we get?
Well, yeah. And hey, y'all. Hey,
Hey,
everybody.
kid, girl, where's
Hi.
your face? You ain't showing your face tonight.
No, not tonight, y'all. Probably tomorrow night.
Okay.
But no, like the process is not a hard process. When we decided where we wanted to get our land, we had decided, down south, right?
Mhm.
And so, my team and I, we all have went in on the application process, literally probably $15 each person.
Mhm.
$15, 1-5, probably $14, right?
Mhm.
We went in, put the application in, and it's a process, but not a process to where you're like, oh man, like it's taking forever, because we knew and we know what was coming, right?
Mhm.
So I don't want to say setback, but the only thing is we had to go back and kind of revise our application, because we was only able to have 2 people on the application versus 5.
Now, what do you mean by application? People are.
So when you go on the website, depending on what the website or whichever state that you're in, or deciding to buy land, you can add co-applicants to the application to buy the land.
Oh, so it's okay. It's like the purchase agreement.
Correct. Absolutely.
Okay.
So, we have went back and we revised it, but we said, it's still okay, because we still are going to be in on this land, because that's what me and my team does, right?
Mhm.
So we went in, revised it. It was probably like I want to say 6-month process.
Okay, 6-month
It was
process.
about a 6-month process. And again, every state is different, but it was about a 6-month process. And so right now we're in the process of waiting for them to reach back out, because everything is a go. But it got to go through the clerk's hands. It got to go through a few people's hands before they can say, okay, come on down south, sign these papers and get the land. So, but it's ours. It's definitely ours.
Okay, that's good. That's what I was wondering, because you hear about people buying the land, for like you guys got it for the 1800, but then the owners are able to come back and take, so that's what was kind of,
No, they're not.
yeah, that's
Nope.
good. Now,
Yep.
okay, so we gave y'all the tea about the land. All right, so let's talk about the medical courier business, right? No, the government contract, whichever one you want to talk about first, sis. So, You need it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So what we have a list of so many amazing opportunities. People can be a mobile DNA. They can have a mobile gas station. They can become a mobile carrier. There's so many things that people can stop driving Uber and taking coins, pennies, and they can actually make $500 to $1,500 a week per contract. So you can have as many contracts as you can handle, working for yourself as a medical carrier. So we help people get that list, get activated in that area. You can do it on the weekends. You're part time. It's not a job. Will be a contractor. You'll be
And they need an
self-employed.
LLC. They need an LLC and a business license.
To start, I don't believe so. I had it on the website. You just need to have your vehicle registered, your driver's license, and your
Insurance.
insurance.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay. Tyann, have you done it yet?
No,
her
I don't
husband.
choose. I don't choose to do that. I'm in ministry, so I don't do. I'm not looking. I'm like more of the developer in
Okay.
that perspective to kind of connect the dots and bring it together. And go get the information and bring it back. So
Yes.
I choose to be
Okay.
a medical carrier.
So I just want to let everybody know out there, like, if you guys want the information, hit me up. And I am part of these queens, okay, this tribe right here. So if you get, part of it, you get part of this too. And she has calls and everything, Zooms and everything. So, go ahead and, inbox me for the information. And I'm going to let y'all know after tonight, my price is going up. So prices were going up. So, get with me tonight and, before the price go up. But, I like the fact that you did that Facebook post. If you're an Uber driver, you said be a medical courier or mobile DNA thing. You like get that bag, just don't do the Uber, have you heard any success stories with people that does I met a lady out here who does mobile DNA,
Yes.
she kind of makes
they
a joke
did it
out
to
of
the
it, like,
bag.
yeah.
$27,000 in 1 month. We've heard a testimony with the medical, the DNA. As far as the medical carrier, they $500 to $1,500 per week per contract. Like Tyann said, we don't even have time to do the work. We go get the work and allow people to get it from us. Like, we make sure that it's good and we pass it on because we the plug. You know what I mean? A lot of this stuff we're not gonna be able to do all this stuff, but it's people out there that need this type of information. You see what I'm saying? The government contracts. I posted the other day. We can help you locate one client to pay you $1 million for the year versus chasing this bag. We don't have to chase the bag when you do government contracts.
And the government contract is separate from the mobile DNA and everything. That's a whole different.
Yes, that's a whole different one.
So just to kind of make that clear, everyone, that's so different. So you have the land banking, you have the government contracts, you have the, this is
credit in a box.
This is just some of the 40 plus stuff that we have, right? And
it's gonna be a rich girl summer right here. We finna have a whole rich girl summer this summer. Hello, somebody. If y'all catch
Absolutely,
y'all better come on now.
Wait a minute. So, wait a minute. Let's cut back up. Men, if y'all want to join in on us too, we ain't gonna turn you away. So don't be like, oh, just for women. No, we try to help everybody get the bag. Okay, that's what we're doing. Because just think about it. I'm telling you, in Sunshine, you always should have multiple streams of income. Period. And you never know what things are going to happen. Groceries are high, gas is high. And you always should always have that backup. And the thing with this is that what we're offering is a one-time payment. They ain't on monthly. And I just don't know why people don't jump on it. You know, it's just like it's a one.
It's all money in. It's all money in. So you sow your seed, and the way that me and my girls do it, we tell people to go pre-sell it. Go find 10 people to come run this bag up with our $1 million box. Go get 9 people, and everybody put $100 in. You get this whole $1 million box.
Now
what we doing?
I'm going to be getting, when I close one of these deals, but tell them about the credit in the box. What is that about?
Credit in the box. It comes with the AI 5.0 in there. AI is taking over. So y'all want to tap into this AI. It comes with the credit masterclass in there. Every template you can think of, from removing repos, evictions, child support. All that stuff is inside that box. It's a credit in a box that's your own business. And I tell people, it's not an MLM, it's your own business. It's all money in. So once you get the box, you can resell it. It's worth $2,500. Okay, it's worth, but you have to. We put it all in one package for realtors, for school teachers. We have people that do taxes. They say, it says, I see all the stuff you got going. Can you put it in a package for us so we could just run that bag up? And then on our website, we have a buy now, pay later button, so you don't even have to pay the full $9.97. We make it so easy for people. Like we said, go find 9 people. It's 9 people on your page watching now. Like, hello, everybody. What we doing? Every weekend, we always tell people, this the weekend. Y'all need to be learning something. It ain't time to turn up. It's time to turn down and turn Zoom on, turn something on to be learning something today, tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. That way, Monday, you'll be ready to run that bag up.
Now, Christine Farrell
right now.
Christine Farrell said, I got in credit in a box and it works. So you're saying for one time, $9.97, right? Is that what you're saying?
It's yours, and you can resell it. You have resell rights. Yes, you do.
And you can resell it for whatever amount you want.
$2,500. That's how much that's how much is going up to. But we trying to get it in as many people's hands as we can. You see what I'm saying? Because we don't do no gatekeeping, and we want people to come out of poverty for real. We're not trying to come up off the people. We're trying to get something in the people's hand today.
Now, that also goes for the other courses, right? Now, with me, I got a special going on for the whole community, but I'm about to stop that. After tonight, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna follow my mentor, Sunshine. I'm gonna be selling each course separately. Okay, so but it's a one-time, then you could resell it for whatever price that you want. There's no monthly fees, there's no nothing. So as tonight you're able to get like the whole community with all 40 plus courses, not the credit in the box. Does this make that clear? That is not, part of it. That is, Sunshine's one. And I'm going to be getting that, soon too. So then I'm going to be, reselling that also. But they're all resellable, no monthly fees. And, right now, hit my inbox. I'm not going to say the price, because we're all business. So I don't do, we all keep our prices to ourselves and stuff, just out of respect and everything. So you get the land banking, you get the mobile DNA, you get the government contracts and stuff. Now, this is just for tonight, because tomorrow you're going to see me start, doing what my mentor does and sell each one individually. Okay.
Yes.
No more community, but we're all part of this great community that gives so much gems and stuff. And then Sunshine done added on the credit. So,
your whole own business, and don't jump into that government contract. I done seen people get contracted for like $50,000 just for notary. If you have your notary license, listen, run that bag up. Run that bag up.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah, $30,000 a month. Yeah, you got your notary?
Yeah, I got my notary.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you need that
I'm
box.
I'm missing out on that.
Y'all
see it? I was like, what?
So, that's just one contract though. So you can handle it. And then to tell you the truth, they don't have you running around like a like these jobs do. You might get 5 out of 30 days, you might have 5 assignments.
Mm.
I ran into a lady, she's an event planner, and she got a government contract, and she got $20,000 for a one-time event. And that what that entailed was she had to go shopping at Sounds Club. She had to buy everything on their list that they had nothing to do with the 20,000, and it was during COVID, so she couldn't go set up there. So she had to buy the stuff and drop it off. $20,000.
Wow.
This is government contracts, y'all. This is where it's at, and this is the people didn't tell us this. They didn't train us this. They should have told us this in high school. Become a government contractor. Period.
Man. Wow.
Tap in.
Tap in. Like you said, there's no monthly. I keep saying it. There's no monthly fees. There's just a one-time
No,
fee.
and there's
Tiffany,
no middleman.
yeah, Tiffany, you got anything else you want to add to this, or Tyann?
Yeah, so what I want to say in regards to that credit in the box, that credit in the box is boxing. Do
Ah,
y'all see that credit in the box is boxing? When sis told me, when Sunshine said, sis, go run this play, I'll be back. I said, oh, say less. I'm on it. I went and ran that credit play. I need everybody's ears open. I went and ran that credit play. I got my student loans off my credit, the bankruptcy off my credit, $10,000 in collections off my credit. Because I said in 2024, in 2025, I'm going to be debt free. There's no sense in keep on just walking around with debt. It makes no sense. So when sis said go, I said, oh, you know what? Matter of fact, sis, I ain't even going to go get my lashes done this week. Let me invest in myself. Let me go and invest in myself. And when I did that, I said, wait a minute. So I took that amount. Hold on. I took 197, got almost $40,000 of debt off my credit. And now I'm about to go run up a $50,000 business funding play. Listen, if y'all don't sacrifice something for this, I just don't even know what to tell you. Because it's worth it.
And Tiffany, I know you and Tyann could, I'm pretty sure you guys been in other businesses where we have paid money to get in, and then we have the monthly fees.
Oh, yeah. Listen, I've actually paid a girl, and she wasn't in any, I don't know what she was doing, honestly, but I know she was fixing credit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was paying her $100 a month. And this was after, because I'm gonna be super transparent. This was after I filed my bankruptcy, being young and just, I thought I was balling, Alita. I thought I was balling out here. I had good credit. That credit was like 700, but I messed it up, right? And so I said, well, I can pay this girl $100 a month. That ain't nothing. She got probably 3 things off my credit in like 6 months. I said, you know what? I just stopped paying her. I stopped paying her. Tried to go my own route, sending letters, got discouraged because they was just saying no. But again, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just finding, the letters and just send them to the bureaus. I didn't have nobody to assist me or, say, hey, don't do that like that. I was just doing it. And when they said no, I just stopped. So for a while, and I mean years, my credit was just sitting. I wasn't doing nothing but adding more debt to it. Until I literally met Sunshine back in 2023. And I told her at that time, we locked. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I ain't going nowhere. We locked together, sis. Like, we are not rolling till the wheels fall off. And I meant that wholeheartedly.
Girl, Tiffany, I just found out she in California with me. I was like, oh no, wait a minute.
Yes, right. And me, we on 2 different coasts. I'm all the way over here on the East Coast, and y'all all the way over there on the West Coast. But that just goes to shows, you can find sisterhood anywhere.
Yeah.
You can find it. Don't even have to be in your city, your state, your locality, nothing. And so her and I just have that trust and that bond together. And when sis say, listen, we got a play to run, I say, let's go. Because I know it's going to be beneficial. Mm-hmm. And when I ran that credit play, I literally ran. And she came back and was like, wait a minute, you did what? I said, yeah. Yes, sis. I got that stuff is off my credit.
And I want to say to everybody out there on Facebook, it's like what I do is, and I don't know, Sunshine knew I do this, is that whenever I see somebody post about a business or something, I go to their Facebook page. I try to make sure they're legit. I want to see how many friends they have. I want to see what they're posting and stuff, because there's just so many like scammers out there and everything. But the thing with Sunshine was she hit me like right back. She was in my inbox. We was having conversations and everything. Most people don't do that. You could tell she was coming from the heart
Oh
and
yeah.
stuff, and really wanted to help and everything. That was just like way different from what I'm, ever like pretty much used to. And so people just want to sell you the product and go about their business. Man, she added me to group. She's like, sis, this is this and that. You know what I mean? And
Right.
and everything's connected. There's some, I'm gonna say boss ladies out there, but they're switching, every time they got a new thing. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, wait a minute, what happened to this business? Wait a minute, and now they're on to something else, not knocking them, but it's like when you do that, it is kind of, sometimes raises red flags, and stuff. But what Sunshine does, she keeps everything in sync, and with the group, and she keeps the sister, man, I ain't trying to leave y'all out. I think we maybe got do we have one or two up in our group? But keep us together and stuff. And she has faith God in it also and stuff. So, but I keep saying to everybody on Facebook, like, you guys get, me, I'm guilty. You get part of these, companies and stuff, and you pay the high fee to get in, and then you're paying the monthly fee and everything. And then here you could get over 40 courses, you can, and then you can get a credit in a box, and you can sell it for whatever you want, and you don't have no monthly fee and stuff. Even with the credit in a box, if you want to do like the other people are doing, like have people, pay, 300
Monthly.
$100 a month or whatever, do
Yeah,
it.
you can do that.
Yeah, and stuff. But my brother Omizi's on. He out there by you, sis. He's a E40's hype man. Hey, and he just released his new stuff too. He's gonna be on my show, so y'all gotta tune in to a big old Meezy. Shout out to my brother. I miss him. He left me to go down there by you, girl. Yeah, he just left. So, but yeah, buy land. We're talking about buying land and everything, and this is for everybody. And getting land for under, they got it for 1,800, but there's stuff for 1,000 and under, right? So did you say $50?
$50. I did. Tyann, tell them $50. We seen some land. We was both looking at each other like, man, look. I saw it first.
How big was it? That's what people probably thinking.
It was just enough, like I said, to put some tomatoes on there. It was enough to make some money off of. That's all I can say.
Because everybody,
we into doing farms. We get ready to go to Ghana. We go and get us a farm in Ghana. We get ready to get us some plots and some land in Ghana to put some Airbnbs. Like we not playing. We not playing. Like if you serious, you better link up to us and let's go. Like we got a whole sisterhood going on. You know what I mean? And we keep each other accountable. And what we do is help women build teams. So we came out of that MLM phase and we said we're not going back that route because, like you said, you got to pay this down payment. And then every month you obligated and you only get a piece of a pie. You only get the piece, but over here you get the whole bag. Right?
Yeah.
So we train people since we already know how to go build a team. We like, go find 9 people. Y'all run this bag up. Don't say, listen, you cannot get your hair done this week. Okay, you cannot go get your nails done this week. You cannot go buy those shoes. I mean, sacrifice the light bill. I got people say, well, I'm gonna pay all my bills first and see what I got left. You don't pay all your bills first. Listen, them bills gonna be there. Right? Come get this, and then your bill's gonna be on autopilot.
Unless you got the green notice, pay that bill.
Unless you got that disconnect. We ain't crazy. We don't want to be sitting in the dark. But if your bill due on the 20th and today's the 1st, stop it. Stop making excuses for living in lack. We're gonna stay in lack. The Tyann has her social media so set up so cold, man. She get a check from each social media platform. Each of those pay her bills. You see what I'm saying? We all have a different way to make sure our bills is getting paid. That's just one of the ways that some of her bills get paid. So she has a whole team. Now she trains. You see what I'm saying?
And the thing is also, if you get the land and you want to flip it, I can help you by locating realtors in that area to, to do it. Because you will, I've sold land out here in Sacramento. You get that
Mhm.
sign out there and people see it. So you
Mhm.
should buy land for 50, say for 1,800. Tiffany then probably could sell that for like 20 grand, maybe,
Yes.
and
Right.
yeah, and make money off of it and stuff, and you
Yeah. Every flip.
yeah,
If
you
not,
pay
put them
realtor.
tiny houses on there and rent them out. And we like Tanya said, we have a whole platform, a whole blueprint of what we want to do with our land.
I
We want to
love
build community centers,
I love
and we
that
will.
idea about getting a tiny homes and putting them on there for like women, escaping, and
Mhm.
going through it, and stuff like
That's
that.
what we were called to do. We're looking for more disciples. We're looking for women that's ready to just get to work. We
Mm,
have so much information. We can't do it all by ourselves. We need help. We need teachers. We need realtors. And I'm glad we hooked up with you because we needed, someone to get plugged into. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, I'm most definitely
Sisterhood.
here.
Yeah.
So once
People
again,
gotta
yeah, go ahead,
they
sis.
gotta be scared. They gotta be stop being so afraid. Like everybody's not here to hurt you. Everybody's not here to scam you. That's just not what it is. We've all been scammed. We all been hurt. But those days are over. Get healed and come on. You see what I'm saying? Trust God and come on.
And
That's all I can say.
it's not like, to me, scamming is when you got to pay like 2 grand, 3 grand, 5 grand.
Right. Man, listen, you tell somebody $97. I said, I didn't say $2,097. I said $97. I said
And then you know what
$49.
it is? I always say they don't never, the 97,200, that's fine, right? But then let somebody post something about they can get $5,000 on their Cash App. They quick to run to that scam.
Right. And then
Because it's a
crying when they
scam.
get scammed. Yep.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, but y'all don't want to, this is legit. $97 to change your life?
Listen.
So what did they get?
Listen.
What they like? I know we was gonna talk price. So what did they get for like $97? That's just the land banking, right?
Well, we have sales all the time.
Okay. Okay. So yeah.
So
Yeah. So like I said, each one of us has our own, own prices and everything. But
mhm.
the credit in the box, that's something we solely get from, Sunshine and stuff that,
Yeah, the $1 million box, it comes with the government contracts. So you'll be able to get government contracts and you listen, they need government contractors for realtors. They need you. They will pay you big time. In that era, they'll pay you for your notary. You know what I mean? So you get the government contracts, you get the wealth box. The wealth box comes, it's wealthy. It's wealthy. I can't even imagine how much money people are leaving on the table. Even pallet flipping, it has like courses in there in that wealth box. So that wealth box comes inside the $1 million box as well with the credit in the box. So we take care of our people. We basically just giving it away. You see what I'm saying? But we
yeah.
want to get it in the right people's hand to do right by God's people. That's why it's so cheap.
Right. So you got the you guys remember we got the ones that you get paid. How much did somebody says let's kind of go through it off the mobile DNA? What was the highest that you said somebody got paid off of doing mobile DNA?
I saw 28,000. I posted. Y'all not tapping into this? 27,000, I believe. 28,000.
And
I
then
posted it
and then the mobile
because
gas
nobody's
station.
doing it. They need you to get to the hospitals. They need you to get to the courts. And so next year they're changing it where it's going to be mandatory. That's what we're telling people. Y'all better go get y'all this DNA course in your hand. Be
Right.
ahead of the game.
Right. And also I never thought about a mobile gas station,
It's in there.
how many people, they got the tow trucks and everything, but why not, advertise yourself being a, mobile gas station.
What about the mobile laundromat?
Oh, yeah.
We hustlers.
Yep,
We
yep.
gotta stop. We gotta stop making excuses and go back and remember why we were even born. Like we were born with a wealth right. We ought to be wealthy, y'all.
Mhm.
We gotta take time out and stop being so scary. Like we're living in a time where we're getting forced out of our jobs if we work, right? These jobs are not guaranteed.
Mm-mm.
So why would you even not want to get something that you can invest in? You can go with your friend. If something is $49, you go get your friend, you and your friend. $20. You can't even put no gas in the tank. I tell people that. I say, if you don't want to pay $49, go find two people. Two. 22.50.
They spend that on at the club and the fast food eating.
Man, you can't even get a pair of shoes. You can't, if you smoke cigarettes, I know they're expensive. It's so many things that people, their priorities is all messed up. And then they want to say, well, they want you to give it to them for free. But we use the money to go invest in more stuff. Money is supposed to be moving, not sitting in your bank account. Money is supposed to be circulating. It has to be moving. You see what I'm saying? Every day we looking for something to get an investment in. You see, put our seed in the ground so it can flourish. You see
Mhm.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
most
yeah, we
definitely.
started a whole movement. It's the Harriet Tubman movement. So anybody that wants to move like Harriet did and has called for such a time as this, that's what we doing. We going back and getting our people and giving them this game.
Right, right,
That
right.
part.
Yep,
She would be so proud of us.
right. And I keep bringing this up once again, you do, I mean, are we gonna start a men's one too, or is somebody, because I got some men on here that's watching.
Okay, yeah, you just go start you a group, and then they'll tell 10 of them to come together and bring you $100 to get in. There go your wealth box right there. There go your $1 million box right there.
Right, right, right. So,
Put them all in one group and give them the information and be like, Bob, you learn this. Peter, you learn this. And everybody learns something so that you guys can come back together and teach it to each other and then run that play. Period. That's what Tiffany did. Tiffany and Tyann, they the credit ghosts. They learned that thing.
see, so,
Yeah.
all right, so you guys done, heard about land banking, you heard about government contracts, you heard about
Mm-hmm.
mobile DNA, you heard, you gave so many gems, sis,
Mm-hmm.
no
Yeah,
credit in a
exactly.
box and stuff, so if you guys want to, get part of this, you guys gotta, let me
Tap in.
yeah, tap in,
Yeah.
inbox me and stuff, and
Yeah.
let's not, like I said, tonight's the last night. I'm doing the whole, like, for the community that we in. This is my last night doing the community. After this, I'm following my mentor, Sunshine, and I'm doing course by course sales. No more community, the whole community. So,
Mm-hmm.
you guys could wait
Yeah.
if you want to. Tiffany and Tyann, anything else you want to say before we get off of this?
Nope, I just want to say thank you for even inviting us on here with you and Sunshine.
Yes.
Yes, no, thank
It's
you
been a
for jumping
pleasure.
on last minute.
Right.
What'd you say,
No,
Tyann?
no
Thank you.
problem.
Yeah.
And we
What'd you
just,
say, Tyann?
I said, we just thank you, and we just know that, the works that you're doing are great, and, to be able to reach, your people, and, to be able to offer something to better individuals' lives, to be able to, be there standing saying, this is something that you can do. It's doable. It's businesses that do not require degrees.
Mm.
Man, that's okay. That's it right there. Does not require degrees. It is requires common sense to go ahead and jump into it. That's what it really is. Like I said in the beginning, you need multiple streams of income. And like this is a one-time payment, no monthly fees, no nothing. But if you guys want to continue to get part of the companies, we ain't mad at you. You guys can and pay those monthly fees and stuff, but you do have resale rights. Anything that is purchased from us, you have resale rights. You heard Sunshine say you could resell the credit in the box. You could resell the mobile DNA course. You could resell everything, and for the price that you guys set. So it is you know, like I said, everything's going high. We don't know what's happening in this world, and you know, you got to have that multiple streams of income, and you got to get that money while you sleep and everything. So,
Man, that's where the digital wealth transfer is. People are making money in their sleep. I'm a witness. I'm a witness.
I saw you post that you made money in your sleep.
I make money, and I'm not bragging, but it's to let people know it's not that hard. You know, I know it's unconventional. You don't have to go and spend all this money on gas to get to work, baby. Use social media to run your bag up.
Mhm.
It's called digital wealth transfer. People are making $30,000 in a day. We watching it. So if God put that in our possession, in our view, we finna be a part of that too.
Mhm.
I'm telling you. And you can have high ticket products, you can have low ticket product, whatever. You can sell something 7 times, 70 times for $7. And some of y'all listening, y'all got the gift of gab.
Mhm.
Don't just be
Post
on there
everything
posting.
else. They
Yeah,
post
don't be on
everything.
there posting, waiting on Facebook to see if you eligible for a check. You can get a check today.
That's right.
Today.
They do
What
be
you say
posting
now?
it.
What you say now? I'm talking about today. You invest today, you get your money back today.
Yeah, I got some money sitting in and let me just kind of be clear. I don't know how Sunshine does hers, but I did, there are platforms to help you get that money. And right now I do have $35 sitting in my in one account, that I have linked for people to purchase. See, that's how you get money while you sleep. You send your, link out the purchase and everything takes care of it, and then the money sits there and you can just transfer it to your bank account and stuff.
Yeah.
That's how you
Even
do
with
it.
that SoFi app, we were running up that SoFi bag maybe a year ago. You click a link, open up your bank account, and they pay you $75 every time somebody click your link and do the same thing. Like, it's too much money online. Online wealth. Okay. I'm gonna send you my link because I don't think I sent it to you. Yeah. People run $5,000 in a day, because you on social media. If everybody on your line click your link, everybody makes $75. If they go send their link out, then you definitely gonna make $75. So
Yeah.
it's
Wow.
paying light bills, gas bills, car notes, rent. Can
Yeah. Right.
I
And
get a
then
witness?
like we said, if with regarding the land one too, man, they give you so many websites to go on to show you how to get that land for, you know, some of,
Under
like
a
you said, some
thousand.
are under
Yeah.
1,000 or like 18, let's just say under 3,000. Let's just say under 3,000. And yes, I'm gonna say, and Tiffany, you could chime in if you want to. You do have to research that land. You got to know. You just don't be out there just buying land. Oh, Alita told me and Sunshine told me to buy land. No, no, no. We're telling you to buy land, either, put some homes on it or flip it, but you got to make sure there's like check it out. Is there electricity? Is there water? Do your full research on land and everything before you just go out and buy it. Tiffany, is that what you did?
Yes, we
Yeah.
did.
Tyann?
Absolutely. Yes,
Okay,
and
yeah, Tyann said absolutely.
yeah,
So
and
put
that's what
that.
you learn. That's what it's about. That's a part of it.
Yeah, so and hit me up, I'm a realtor. I don't care where you guys are at, and everything. I'll be, I'll let you know what questions and everything and what stuff to research and stuff. So, all right, ladies, anything else? No, I appreciate it.
No.
This was good. Thank you.
Yeah.
We got a few people watching and everything.
Yeah. The comments. We
Yeah.
got, hey Christine. We got our sisters in the comments. Sister Juana. She got the credit in the box. Listen, she
Now,
run that bag up every day.
now I have a question. Why Ghana? Just out of curiosity, for everybody to know.
I mean, that's the chosen land. That in Jamaica and Thailand, we got lands, we got places to go. Okay, and we have it. We have a whole list where we going. But Ghana was one of the first ones on the list. And it's cheap. It's cheap.
Mm.
And they will listen. We won't have to tell them nothing about running up no bag. And they'll be signing up. Where do I sign right now?
Oh,
We can
wow.
bring the wealth. The wealth is for them too. So
Hmm.
it's big things popping out there. And
Wow.
I have a group for that too. So we have a group that's going to Ghana. So if
Wow.
y'all want to tap in with that, let's go.
All right. Well, I appreciate you ladies, and Tiffany and Tyann. I know y'all on the other side of the coast. You know, me and Sunshine, it's 7:30 here. So
Yeah, it's still hot. The sun is still shining.
all right. I appreciate we have to do this again and everything. And then
Yes.
you hold opportunity calls for everybody, right?
Yeah, well, we started switching it, and we're on TikTok now. So we're going live on TikTok so we can reach abroad or more people. Because everybody can't see us on Zoom. So we're gonna do it like you're doing it on Zoom and on the other platforms at the same time. So yeah,
Okay. I gotta learn how to
yeah.
go live on that TikTok.
Well, come on, let's go. Let's go try it out. Come on over there.
All right, TikTok. All
Let's
right.
get
Follow Sunshine Jones. She gives, she's a good boss lady to follow. Okay. And I wouldn't tell you guys that to just be talking. So all
yeah.
right. Okay, also it's
Well,
Friday.
thank you
I'm
guys.
tired.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good night, everyone. And Sunshine, let me know when you going live on TikTok so I could,
Yeah,
check
let's
it
go
out.
over there right now if you're not
Wait a
tired.
minute. Okay, let's do this. So TikTok, okay,
Do
let me
you
make sure. What's your name on TikTok?
I believe I am Lady Sunshine. I'm gonna inbox you my link because I was live earlier. Let me see if I can send it to you. I'll put it in the group. Mm-hmm. TikTok is where it's at. That's where all the money at.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
you said Lady Sunshine?
Uh-huh, I believe so. Sunshine. Yep, I am Lady Sunshine.
I
Let
am
me
Lady Sunshine. All right.
I'll,
Yeah, it's all one
I'll
word,
send it.
right?
Mm-hmm. I'll send it to your inbox too. You can go right to it. Yeah, but let's all get together, and
All
have some
right.
lunch zones. We're looking to have some building, with different businesses, lunch zones and dinner zones, getting to know each other and what do each, business lady do, just connecting in the communities.
All right. Like I said, tonight's the last night to get the whole community for a certain price. So inbox me if you guys are interested. You get over 40 courses for one low price. You get the whole community. Tomorrow, I'm selling courses individually. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get left
Jump
behind.
in.
All right, we're going over TikTok. See you later. Bye.
Okay. Bye bye, y'all.
That's what bosses do. We go from one to another.